Hey guys, today it's raining like crazy outside. It's also like 60 degrees, so I decided to do the review inside the delivery bay. We have a brand new 2018 NX 300H. This is the first time I have seen this vehicle. I've only been working at Lexus for a short amount of time, but I've been waiting to see these things because one, we don't get that many, and two, when we do have them, we sell them almost immediately. It's just a beautiful car. This one is the most expensive NX I have seen yet, and we'll delve into why it is the most expensive. Let's start with the styling, guys. Now, this does have the classic spindle grille. I prefer the spindle grille on the F Sport to this model. Now, I believe you can get the hybrid in the F Sport, so if if it was me and money was no option, I would get the F Sport hybrid. More than likely. And this is the first time I've seen the tri-beam LED headlights on this car. They look absolutely stunning. They look super, super cool. Of course, you have your very aggressive running LED daylights there. And then, of course, your little fog lights at the bottom. This does have the optional 18-inch wheels. The standard, I believe, are 17, and these look a lot better. They're pretty cool looking. So you got the black machine finished here, so very, very sharp. I think it looks great. Being a hybrid, you have the hybrid badging here on the side. That's pretty normal. As we swoop around to the back, of course, you're going to have the hybrid insignia here, as well as the blue color on the numbers. You're not going to see any exhaust pipes back here because it is a hybrid. So I was talking about how this is the most expensive NX that I've seen, and it comes with a lot of things, okay? So that gives you an idea of what's on this particular car. The most expensive package is the luxury package. We don't sell that many luxury packages of this specific vehicle, but it's available. And so you can see all the things it comes with. I'm not going to go over that. You can pause the video if you want to see all the little things. But there's those triple beam LED headlights. Right there. So that's a $1,500 option. And then, of course, it has navigation. So the only thing this car is missing, in my opinion, would be the F Sport trim. Looking on the inside here, guys, here's the Lexus hybrid drive system. You see this on all the hybrids. This particular one has a 2.5 liter inline four. And mated with the electric motors, it makes about 194-95 horsepower. The Turbo 4 and all the other NXs is going to produce about 230 horsepower. So it's not going to feel quite as peppy being down about 35 horsepower, but it's going to get you some crazy gas mileage. In town, it's going to get 33 miles per gallon in town, 30 on the highway. So you're going to average about 30 miles per gallon, which is really, really good for a small crossover. Oh, there we go. I was just looking at this, the moonroof. It looks really good. But you're going to average about 30 miles per gallon with this hybrid drive system. And of course, you're going to get it in all-wheel drive as well. Okay, before we get in, we have this really cool striated black wood trim. And of course, we have the black leather in here as well with the white stitching. Looks really good, looks super clean. I love the stitching on the center console as well. But let's get inside and let's see what's going on. This being a luxury package, of course, it's going to have the auto folding side mirrors. Okay, so I'll show you how that works. I'll double press the power button and let's see if those mirrors work. There they go. Okay. It's pretty satisfying in my opinion. I'm just going to put it in the auto mode, and auto is going to be right in the middle, so it's kind of confusing. This will open it, this will close it, and right in the middle between those two is the auto mode, and that's what I like keeping it on. Of course, you have your blind spot monitor. You're going to have your rear hatch, auto bright headlights. That's a standard in Lexus nowadays. Ooh, okay, I just turned it on. We're going to go out there and look at these tri-beam lights. He's going to look really, really sick. You can see it in the mirror here. Oh, yeah. put you guys right in front of it. Of course, you see the running LEDs are going to be a little bit flashy, but it doesn't look like that on with the naked eye. Man, these look good. Oof, I could look at them all day. But there you go. All right, let's get back inside and see what's going on the inside. I did notice as I was leaving the car, it does have 3 memory settings here on the door. You don't have any memory settings on the passenger door. Okay, so let's, I don't want to, turn the battery, so I'm going to turn off auto sensing. Okay, so here we go. So it recognizes that it's dark in here, so when I press the auto button, it automatically puts those lights on high beam. I'm not going to show you guys how to put them in a high beam right now, but this thing does have paddle shifters, which is kind of weird since it's a hybrid. It has a CVT transmission, so I'm going to have to experiment with that and see how that feels here in a little bit. Of course, your standard controls here on the steering wheel, their lane keep assist, and then your radar dynamic cruise control. View the weather map. Let's click no. So, maybe let's click yes. Oh, cool! I have never seen that in a Lexus before. I don't know why it gave me the option to view the weather map, but it gives me the radar. That's probably the coolest thing I've seen on this car so far. I had no idea it did that. And it gives you, I don't know what these little things are here. I don't know if I can click on that.
Flood warning is in effect until June 21st, 2018, 9:57 a.m.
That's super cool, guys. I'm sure you heard that. So apparently that means a flood warning. But I could get into that a little bit more detail, but I'm not. So you see that this 10-inch screen, this navigation system has a really good voice control, and it's going to give you weather radar, which I haven't seen in a Lexus. Doesn't mean it hasn't been there. It's just I haven't seen it personally. Now, I don't know if I've seen this before either. The clock is illuminated just slightly. Ever so slightly, but the clock is illuminated. Super cool. I'm a big fan of these switches. I don't know how they'll hold up over time with the finish, but I would assume that they're going to always work because they're basic switches. But I just don't know if this color is going to hold up over time. We'll find out 20 years from now. Let me know, guys. Let me know. So I'm going to turn this back down. Let's turn it off. So I don't want the fan. So heated and ventilated seats, CD player, whatever, your driving modes, EV mode, I've talked about that before on other hybrids I've driven, auto holding brake, I love that feature, and then traction control you can turn off down here, and here's the touchpad for you to work your screen. All right, that's about it. So Let's just play with this, guys. I'm super distracted today. Okay, we're not going to update the map. I'm not quite sure how to get back to the weather map. Maybe I just press this button.
Before you start, consider viewing the available video tutorials or voice training functionality.
Okay, cool. Weather.
The forecast for today is showers with a high of 70 and a low of 61.
Okay, so from here I can scroll down and click the weather map. There's probably another way of pulling it up, but just pressing the weather button will give you obviously a live update of the weather, but I just love the radar. I'm a huge fan of looking at radar on my phone or my computer or the weather channel, so I like that a lot. Okay, so let's get back on track here. Okay, those are illuminated. That's also the first time I've seen that. So you have your USB and your auxiliary that is illuminated, and then you have a 12 volt in there as well. It's just really dark in the delivery bay. But that's about it for up front. You're gonna have some options here in the middle. They're gonna tell you, miles per gallon. Now it's a little bit low, but that's because we haven't been driving it normally. I'll just say that. compass, your music. Okay, so lane departure was not on, which is usually it is. So what else? Let's go back to that menu. Let's go over. But yeah, now it's on. So that's about it, guys. I know I've been a little disorganized. I wasn't planning on doing a review of this NX. I was actually going to plan on doing a review of like a 2015 RAV4, which we usually don't get those on the lot. So I wanted to see the differences between that and this car. This car is totally different. It's about the same size. They share the same frame, but everything else in this car is radically different than the RAV4. So I didn't do as much research on this one. I know NXs pretty well, but I'm not quite familiar with all the new technology in this particular one. So it's been not as organized as I'd like it to be, but it's been a lot of fun learning with you guys. I mentioned the sunroof earlier. There it is. And let's go ahead and get in the back seat. Sorry, that was probably close. Let's go ahead and get in the back seat and see what that's all about. Nice and clean door here. We got the black wood trim as well as the black leather with the white stitching. Looks very good. Now, I was going to talk about the RAV4, like I just mentioned. The stitching on the RAV4 it doesn't look bad, but compared to the Lexus, it looks like a child did it. So the stitching always in a Lexus is perfect, absolutely perfect. The back seat, I just sat in it. The lighting's not very good, so hopefully you guys can see, but I have plenty of space here. Not plenty, but enough. And the seats are pulled all the way furthest back, and it does that as an automatic feature to help you get in and out of the vehicle. So it's all the way back. Most of you are not going to be 6 feet sitting in the back seat, and most of you are not going to be, let's say, 6'6" with this rear seat pushed all the way back. As you can see, the leg space here, it's probably about a foot with how that is in the passenger position. So you can see there's an illumination where your feet would go for both the passenger and the driver. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a cool little feature. I don't know why you would need a light down there. Maybe if you drop something or you just like really looking at your feet. Let's pull down the middle part here. I'm not going to undo this because I don't want to take off the tape. It's a brand new car. Let's get in the back. So we're opening up the hatch here. Those rear taillights look sick. All right, so it looks a little messy in here because we have all the mats in here. And the tonneau cover is not up either. But there is a lot of space back here. It reminds me of just as much the space as the RAV4, which makes sense because they're roughly the same size, and they're built on the same frame. But the interiors are totally different. The drivetrain's totally different. The exterior is obviously totally different. And then we're just going to close it. Not a whole lot to see in there because of the mats, but we're going to watch it close. Nice LEDs to light up your taillight as well as you see the camera. Looks pretty cool. Unlike the RX, guys, the NX does have your normal windshield wiper on the back that goes like this. Where your RX 350, it's hidden under here and it looks really clean. We're going to open up the garage door. We're going to take this for a quick spin around the block. Let's press the brake, turn it on. So you guys can see the starting animations as well as the chimes. Awesome. Seatbelt, work with me. The engine just kicked on. As in a hybrid, it usually, when you start up the car, the engine's not turned on, but it will turn on to assist with all the functions on the car, such as propulsion. Here we go. We're going to take it for a quick spin around the block. Not going to do a full review on this car, guys, because the weather is so crappy. I don't even want to take this out and get it dirty or put it in the risk of other people in the bad driving conditions. But okay, let's see how it feels. Okay, a little bit of rubber banding there, but not that bad. Let's turn on the windshield wipers. It does have auto sensing wipers, guys, but I'm not going to mess with them that much. So it feels and rides just like a normal NX once you're up to speed. Suspension is actually pretty tight, and yeah, it just feels like a normal NX. The acceleration is not nearly as peppy or as responsive. The brakes there, I got on them late and they were pretty good. So let's accelerate here. Yeah, not much going on. It's definitely not as peppy, guys, but you're gonna sacrifice a little bit of power for about 50% better fuel economy in the city. The highway, it's only just gonna be slightly better by maybe a couple miles per gallon, but in the city, guys, this thing gets 50% better fuel economy. Okay, I just took that U-turn really strongly. It handled it beautifully. So if you're all about sophistication and miles per gallon, this hybrid is awesome. I really like it. It's not quite as peppy as that Turbo 4, but you know, it's gonna be fast enough for your average person. Coming on the brakes hard again. Couple cars here. He's gonna let me go, and let's see if we can catch up to the Stratus. He's braking. Well, we caught up to him, guys. He may have had to brake a little bit. Just kidding. No, this car is gonna be faster than that Dodge Stratus. I drive a Dodge Stratus. Let me know if you guys know what that quote's from. It may have something to do with Will Ferrell. But anyways, we're going to pull back into the dealership here. This car feels great. It smells great. I wish I could have this smell in my car, that brand new car smell. But yeah, guys, the NX 300H is going to give you 33 miles per gallon in the city, while giving you all-wheel drive, while giving you elite luxury. And you get this, well, in this particular one, you get the sick tri-beam headlights, which I'm going to show you as I park this car again. But this car, I love it. It's a little pricey because it has the luxury package. As you guys saw, all the features this car has with the navigation and everything. I'll show you the backup camera while I'm at it. But I'm going to back it up like Juvenile. Is it Juvenile? I think it's Juvenile. He backs it up. All right. So we're backing it up all the way. All the way. And that's good enough for me. And let's take a look at the power folding mirrors here. Close it down. Awesome. But that's it, guys. I said I would show you the tri-beam LED headlights one more time because I think they look sick, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll close out the video. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think of this sickest NX that I've ever seen. The only thing that would make this particular one better is if it came in the F-Sport trim as well. But, you know, some people like the look of this over the F-Sport, and that's okay. But that's about it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Check you later.